Quadratic equations. Exercise number 9. X squared plus 19x equal to minus 84. In this case, the first thing we're going to do is equaling everything to 0. For that reason, we're going to let x squared plus 19x here, that is at this place of the equal, and we're going to move this to the other place. And we're going to change it to the contrary operation, that it will be plus 84. Then equaling everything to 0. When we have everything equal to 0, we're just going to factor using two parentheses, equal to 0. For factoring, we're going to find the factors of x that are x and x squared. Then we're going to find the factors of 84. In this case, for this exercise, we will find 7 and 12. 7 and 12 are multiplied, goes to 84, because we need two numbers that multiplies go 84, and add, because this sign add goes to 19, and effectively 7 plus 19, 12 is 19. Well, and we're going to put the signs plus here, positive, and positive times positive, positive. Then the biggest number is going to be in the first parenthesis and the smallest in the second one. Then for finding x, we're going to equal x plus 12 equals 0 and x plus 7 equals 0. Then we will let that x is equal to and 12, that is positive, we move it to the other place of the parenthesis, negative minus 12, and x equal to 7 to the other side, minus 7. Exercise 16. In this case, we have operations before the quadratic function. In this case, we have this like is 3, that is an expression. We have x for x minus 1, that is another expression, and for x plus 3, that is another expression. And for that reason, if we have three expressions, we will need to multiply them before. For that reason, we're going to multiply 3 times this. 3 times 4 is 12x, and 3 times 1 is 3. For this, we're going to put it in parentheses because we haven't break the parentheses, and we're going to put the other parentheses in the same place. Then if we want, we can equaling everything to 0 as in the other place, putting the minus 48 in this place, changing the sign or contrary operation equals 0. Then we need to multiply these two parentheses. For this reason, we're going to multiply 12 times 4, that is going to be 48, x times x squared, and then 12 times 3, that is going to be 12 times 3, that is going to be 36 x, and then minus times positive, negative, and 3 times 4 is going to be 12x. Negative times positive is going to be negative. 3 times 3 is going to be 9, and then the minus 48x here equals 0. Then we're going to let 48x squared, because it's the only one, and we're going to simplify this 2, became into plus 24x minus 9 minus 48x. But we haven't seen this, because 48 and 24 are common expressions. For those common expressions, we're going to have 48x squared minus 24x minus 9, because 24 positive minus 48 is going to be minus 24x, everything equaling to 0. When we find these three numbers, 48, 24, and 9, we find that they are multiples of 3. For that reason, we're going to take common factor 3, that is going to be 16x squared minus 8x minus 3. It means we divide everything into 3 for finding the common factor 3 equals 0. Then the 3 is not very important. We're going to open two parentheses, and we're going to solve this in the case ax squared plus bx plus c, that we will need something else. For finding the factors, we're going to find the factors of 16, that maybe are 4x and 4x, because 4 times 4 is 16, and x times x is x squared. The other are the factors of 3 that are so simple. The factors of 3 are just 3 and 1, and in this case we're going to have that 4 times 1 are going to be 4, and 3 times 4 is going to be 12, and 12 and 4 are going to be 8. In what way? 12 is going to be negative and 4 is going to be positive. For 12 negative, we will have this negative, and for 4 positive, this is going to be positive. Finally, we will find something like this, equal 0. We will find 3 that multiplies 4x minus 3, that multiplies 4x plus 1 equals 0. And we will separate those things. Because the 3 doesn't have x, we don't need it. We just need the ones that have x, that are 4x minus 3 equals 0, and 4x plus 1 equals 0. For this, we're going to say that 4x is equal to 3 positive, because turned into positive going to the other side, and x is equal to 3, and 4 goes to divide 3 over 4. And then 4x is equal to minus 1, because turns into negative to the other side. X is equal to minus 1 over 4. And that's the answer. X equal 3 over 4, and x equal to minus 1 over 4.